Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Stellaris. So, a few updates have come out. A few things have been changed, which means I need to go through and check out some of my stuff to make sure everything is doing what it is supposed to be doing. I'm actually going to switch you out. Why are these off? Oh, that's right. They were off because I was at my cap. I was capping out. That's why I did that. Okay. But how far am I from 101 months? Ouch. Pretty far. So yeah. Okay. So a few updates and stuff have come out since the last time I played, and I need to go in and check my policies. Because one of the other games that I was playing, apparently, when you choose military dictatorship, previously it didn't automatically start you with slaves. But once they updated the game and all that, apparently it gives you a whole bunch of slaves. So I have to go in and make adjustments to all of this stuff. I don't really care. The purge policy is fine. First contact protocol. I'm not concerned about the first contact protocol being aggressive. Running rice. Okay. So we should be okay there. All of that is fine. So yeah, it's only giving me these three options now rather than the ones I used to have. So that's fine. We'll stick with this for the time being. Alright. So I am going to have to do something about these guys. Now, I've come to an understanding that for all the quote-unquote overpoweredness of wormholes, they have a massive disadvantage. And that is, I can't go beyond this circle without building another wormhole somewhere in slightly farther out from where my current one is. Right now, for some people, they'd be like, that's not that big of a problem. But if you're fighting a computer AI, the computer will instinctively build the wormholes as far out as it can. Why? Because it's the most efficient way to do it. Just duh. Meaning that if I wanted to get to these systems over here, if this homeworld was way back here, I would be screwed because they have control of all this right here. And I don't have a way of building wormholes that would allow me to get far enough in without taking control of these systems first. So wormholes do have their disadvantages. So they don't have the tech that we've got, but they've got about the same number of ships and the same number of strength that we've got, which is not good. What is my planetary status like elsewhere? Terrible. You've got food coming in. I think we'll go with together we'll achieve greatness. Because, I mean, honestly, there's really no major benefit to selecting one thing over the other. You guys are kind of jerks. So, where are you at? Ah, crap. And let me guess. Let me guess. You're a fallen empire, aren't you? Yep. Damn it! So, in other words, this entire region of space is completely off limits to me. I know they're a fallen empire because it says overwhelming. So, that's insto fallen empire. Which means I'm going to have to do this the less fun way. Which is going all the way around. And, of course, gradually building up my military prowess until finally achieving greatness by destroying what was once a proud race of jerks. So, I apologize that the last episode might have been a little bit boring. I know the game is a little bit slow-paced. And I could increase that by simply going here and just clicking a whole bunch of times. But I'm not going to do that. Because it's hard to explain, but I don't feel that it really makes the game any more difficult. It just means that instead of being able to make a rational decision, you make snap, unruly decisions that were basically going to end up hurting you more in the long run. I need to take these guys out. That's what I need to do. Yeah, I know. Over on energy credits. I also need to colonize this world over here. Just for laughs. And maybe a bit of military power. Actually, that's a very valid point. Why don't we go ahead and do that? So, let's get another colony ship going. Because that'll suck up some of my energy credits. And then... all I have is corvettes. Oh, yeah. And why are you guys back? Go away. I deleted you before. And I will delete you again. Alright. So I've gone to war, and I can say with 100% certainty war sucks. But, duh, of course war sucks. This game is really kind of unusual, right? It seems very... there seems to be a lot of luck involved in this. I mean, obviously there's a lot of random number generator stuff that goes on with, like with your research and stuff like that. Which, yay! Border range, 20%. Come on, give it to me. If you were to, like, restart... so, when this research gets finished, I select something. If I was to restart, there's no guarantees that I'm going to get the same thing again. I don't really have a problem with that.
Research complete.
Yes. Ooh, man, this is a tough call. I could really use the biolab. I could really use the frontier clinic as well. But there's no guarantees I'm gonna get this again, and I need So, in one of my other games, I'm having to take out this group of people who are just going to be a real pain in my butt. They just are. And I send my fleet in. Now, supposedly they have equivalent to mine, and I've mentioned this before, where they attacked and, you know, they had several groups of ships with, you know, over 5,000. And it's like, yeah, that's not equal. So I built up my fleet. So I restarted, I built up my fleet, and sent my fleet in. Now, my first fleet is about 13,000. And my second fleet is about, well, it's about 13,000. So they're both pretty close to 14,000. So I send the first fleet in, and it faces off against a couple 1,000s and a couple 5,000s, and gets completely destroyed. Which is odd to me because, you know, I'm like, doing the math, that's only like 6,000. But like, I get just completely owned because of reasons, apparently. So what I'm going to end up having to do is I'm going to have to send the first and second fleet both in at the same time. You know, 24,000, and that should be enough to take out 90% of their military prowess before dying, hopefully. But the main goal is just to kind of like get their numbers down. I should probably also have like some ships being built while I do that too, just to kind of replace the ones I lose. And unfortunately, the poor corvettes, man, you can't do anything about them, man. They just die all the time, always with the death. I would make a joke there, but I seriously doubt anybody's gonna get it. Mad props to you if you do. Always with the dead, that boy. I had to. It was building up. Sorry. And so we wait. Actually, how are you guys on food? You guys are actually fairly good on food. I'm going to put you here and have you build a research facility. Because I said, yeah, that should put you down to 2. Put you here and we'll get a farm going then. And how are you guys doing? Poorly. No wait, I want you to come. Oh, God. Always the worst possible spots, man. I'm telling you. Always the worst possible spots. We'll put you here and have you be a miner. What's this gonna be like? Mostly all mining. Oh God, again.
Construction.
Because man, I tell you, energy credits are like those things that just absolutely wreck you. Absolutely wreck you. Also, this is new. So they've added a thing where you name your colony now, and you have to name the colony before you can make it. So like if I hit cancel, it's not going to send the ship out. Which sucks because what is a good one? You know what? We'll do it. Oh, I do that every time. Every time I always type the P before I type the S. Let's see. shut it down.
Situation log updated.
So let's see. I need what? A science ship or something over here? Oh, okay, cool. But it gave us so much happiness. Everybody's going to be all pissy, aren't they? How much you guys want to wager that everybody is just going to be like, we can't believe this.
Construction complete.
I also wonder if they've added some way for me to upgrade these things. Ah, they do have an upgrade for it. Nice. I never remember. I don't remember ever seeing that before. Like, I honestly do not remember seeing that button before. Speaking of which, actually, do I not have... Where's my red eye station? Get rid of the Sentinel. You are not canon. What kind of damage do you do? 13, 27. Wow. 631. 1327. I think we'll switch you out with these. It's not much of an upgrade, but it's definitely an improvement. What? So we're down. So I also don't understand how the energy thing works, because the number, I swear, fluctuates up and down like all the time. So see, like right now, it should have dropped. Like, why didn't it drop? Because like the process to establish a colony is like, no, it's 8, so I guess it's not really enough to pull my stuff down. And of course, let's put a halt on this temporarily. I mean, obviously, you get some of that stuff back, so. So, I mean, it's sort of okay. Besides, I think it's more fun if you... I'm all about tactics, and that's kind of one of the reasons why I actually love this game. Is because it forces me to think tactically. And I've learned a lot about myself. In that I am a very defensive person. Very, very defensive. Like, I honestly would much rather a group attack me than attack them. Because that way I can wipe out their forces when they come to attack me at my strongest point, and then go in and deal with them in the aftermath and wipe them out. And although I do not have a purge policy, you better doggone well believe that... Wait a minute, didn't I take this system over? Or did they take it back? I thought I put a forward operating base here.
Construction complete.
Also, I'm surprised that hasn't gone off yet, but it will in a second, most likely. Yeah, I could have sworn I put a forward operating base there. Can you... Science ship. Where's Paradigm? You can't reach that. Alright, well then... Construction ship, I need you to come over here. Do I want to build a forward... Yeah, I want to build a forward operating base here. Partly because it'll suck up some of the energy credits, and partly because So in essence, every month I'm losing 9 energy credits. Is one of the reasons why I'm so upset. But once the forward operating base is up, we'll build a defense platform and then a wormhole generator over here. And now I just have to wait for all of this stuff to get finished. Dang, that's gonna take months. Months. Which, of course, is months that I don't have to... don't have going into my... Where are you currently at? Currently stationed there. Actually, really should get a few more defense forces up as well, because, I mean, just common sense. From what I've learned, you can never go wrong with having the defense forces set up. Spaceport. Also, I think I need to upgrade your spaceport. Why are these the same price? Also, why is that still in my list? Let me double check. Oh, yeah. So, here's one thing I want to know. Let me see something here. So, so that's 5.41, right? That's 5.42. 554. So yeah, alright, so these do more damage. That is what I'm all about. So that's shield damage, and that can't be evaded. Ooh, I did not know that. Nice. I don't have anything else in the way of... So we'll save that. We've just been insulted. Yeah, you know what? I don't care. You mean nothing to me.
Ships upgraded.
Might as well go ahead and build 5 of them. We're currently sitting at 400, which means we have just enough to take one of these guys now, but not all of them. The one thing I still haven't figured out is whether or not it's better to have multiple small groups or one large group. I'm thinking after what happened with my other battle, I think it's better to have multiple small groups, right? And when I say small groups, like if you have a total of 10,000, it's better to have 2 groups of 5 than it is to have 1 group of 10.
Colony established.
Yay! Unfortunately, it didn't really do as much as I wanted it to, but, you know, hey, whatevs. Whatevs. We'll go with lasers again. Because I like lasers. Construction ship is about half done. Didn't I name you Topaz? Yeah, I named you Topaz. Okay. So Topaz is almost done. I do have a bit of an obsession with wanting to see Topaz in Steven Universe. Don't ask me why. It's not like I particularly like Topaz. Like, actually, I just like the name Topaz. And also seeing what those guys could do with Topaz, man, would be pretty awesome. I know, another video of me staring at the map screen for hours on end. I know it gets so boring and dull, and you guys are just like, man, we are so sick of this, we're done. We don't care anymore. But you need to play this game. It's so awesome. It really is. And I mean, honestly, if you are one of those people who plays Stellaris and you go through everything at like Mach 12 or, you know, whatever the highest speed setting is for this game, then like just try playing a few minutes at a slower pace. Because I was talking with one guy that we kind of played around with a little bit, and he normally likes to play on really fast. And it's like, playing it on slow, he's like, you know, he feels a lot worse about losing ships when he plays it slowly. Because he's like, he says he's had more time to kind of develop a bit of a bond with like the groups. So like, it's not the individual ships in particular that he mourns for, but if he was to lose like his fleet, he would be like devastated. He's like, no, I lost my entire fleet, you know, because you spend time with him, you get to know him, and it's like, that's the whole basic idea, is just kind of getting in there and being a leader and not just, you know, a face in the crowd. At least that's the way I see it. That's what I like to think anyway. I could be terribly wrong. I usually am. Why don't I have a species?
Construction complete.
You are quick learners, communal, and desert preference. That is nice to know. That is very nice to know. Construction ship. I need you to come out here, and I need you to build... Ah. Wow, you gotta build these things like really far out, don't you? Oh wait, is that not a planet? Okay. Oh, I think that's showing the gravity well. Okay, I gotcha. I gotcha. So this is the gravity well line. So I can't build the wormholes within the gravity well lines. And actually, while I'm thinking about it, as soon as you're done with that, I want you to come here, and I want you to build that. Now, the good news is, once that wormhole is up, this path should change from going from here to here to just go straight there. If it doesn't, then that's something that needs to be addressed. But honestly, I'm actually starting to get the impression that wormholes are not the greatest. I mean, they're faster, definitely, but I don't know. Like, I've played with warp travel, and it just feels like... It feels like warp travel and maybe even subspace are just a little bit better. Just a bit better. I mean, not like massively, massively better.